on a run of 3 straight defeats, 3 games without goals as well. They'll be keen to snap both of those records this evening. Let's take a look at how the two sides line up for this evening's clash. For the Central Coast Mariners, they are unchanged from their 1-0 defeat to Sydney FC 2 weeks ago. The big changes are on the bench. Millie Farrow, Tiana Fuller and Janae Dos Santos are all out. Tamar Levin and Cannon Clough come in, as well as the aforementioned 17-year-old local Eliza Hamilton in line for her debut. Annalise Rasmussen there, big game for the locals, for both clubs. The only player in the Mariners starting 11 to grow up in Gosford. She'll understand this rivalry more than most. The 20-year-old has the joint most appearances for the club alongside fellow youngster Peter Trimmis. We'll hope to get her goal-scoring season underway this evening. Well, for the visiting Newcastle Jets, there is one change from their game 2 weeks ago, and it's enforced with Kiwi Kelly Brown not risked after suffering a potential concussion during the international break. She's replaced in the starting 11 by Alexis Collins, while American Hayley Johnson comes onto the bench to potentially debut at A-League women level. Well, over 10 years ago, one Joe Montemuro called on a 16-year-old by the name of Melina Reyes to make her A-League women's debut for Melbourne City against Sydney FC. In typical fashion, she scored that day off the bench, and after 2 grand final victories with Melbourne Victory, only a break last year in between seasons with the Newcastle Jets has really stopped her scoring goals in this competition. A goal this afternoon would be fitting for one of the competition's purest ball strikers. Well, by all reports, Mariners coach Corey Babington is well liked by the players and the atmosphere in the change room is a good one. However, he has yet to prove to the rest of us watching that he can recreate the magic that M. Husband's side produced last season. A win today will go a long way towards that goal. Our referees this evening, the central official is Sophie Allen. She's assisted by Amber Morris and Vicky Clark. The 4th official today is Molly Godsell. Both players know each other well, of course. Taryn King, having spent a number of seasons at the Newcastle Jets before coming across to the Mariners, played plenty of games with Cass Davis. In fact, 34 appearances in total between 2020 and 23 for the Mariners captain. Missed large chunks of last season recovering from an ACL injury. Came back just in time for that dramatic finals run and saw the Mariners lift the championship trophy. I wonder what's going through the mind of Anna Leet, the Jets goalkeeper there in that huddle. Last time she was at that stadium, she was playing for New Zealand. Of course, they conceded 5 in the recent international window. Not much she could do about any of those goals. She saved a penalty, so perhaps she'll draw on that memory if the occasion arises. Mariners, 3 consecutive defeats. They started here so brightly with that 3-0 victory over Adelaide. They've been on the road ever since. Haven't scored a goal. They'll know they've got the attacking threats to do so. Speaking of attacking threats, Melina Reyes can be so dangerous. Emma Dundas coming back from young Matilda's duty, the 18-year-old as well. And there is Stephen Hoyle, the Newcastle Jets head coach. A distinctly Kiwi flavour to the Jets this season. Stephen Hoyle coming from across the ditch, bringing some of his compatriots with him. It's been a very successful one so far. Can they keep their undefeated streak going? The referee gives the signal, and we are underway in Gosford for the F3 Derby, the first one of the Ninja A-League 2025-26 season. The Mariners out to pick up their first points since their opening round victory. And the Newcastle Jets, 3 games undefeated. They are coming into this one in red-hot form. They will want to walk away with the F3 Derby trophy, that coveted piece of guardrail from the motorway that separates The two places for the very first time in its history. It's the Mariners who have the ball early. Mariners looking to find Martin. Annabelle Martin, can she keep it in? She can't. The 27-year-old, she's good at that role. When she was originally signed for the Mariners, she'd played under former coach Emily Husband at Sydney University at NPL New South Wales level. She played a wing-back role, a very high attacking role. Yeah, she can come back and defend, but she's very good at whipping those crosses in. Suits the Mariners' play style to a T, even under a new coach.
Razzie, look for the space. Behind Razzie, look.
Mariners happy to hold possession in these early exchanges. Let everyone have a touch on the ball. Quilligan making her run central. Turning away is Peter Trimmis. Looked so lively in round one. But it's the Jets in transition. Ball poked forward. The pace of Lauren Allen. Allen's got options central. Finds Ayres. Ayres takes a touch, takes a second. That one too heavy. And Sarah Langman able to come claim for the Mariners. Just a glimpse here of what the Jets can do. Ayres just sitting on the edge of the area, trying to beat a couple of defenders on her own in her 100th game. She can do that. She can strike them from everywhere as well. And Dundas there for the Jets is conceding a foul in her exuberance to win the ball. It was good work from the Mariners on that occasion. It was Greta Krasula. The 23-year-old coming over after spending some time in college last season. Trimmis, ball up the line. Nice overlapping run from Krasula. Loses out, much to the disappointment of the home fans. About an hour down the M1 separates Newcastle and Gosford. Hopefully plenty of support for Newcastle this evening. Of course, that road used to be called the F3, which is why it's the F3 Derby. It's been the M1 for a bit over a decade now, but don't worry about that. It's the F3 in the hearts of the people here. Here's a ball whipped in central. Rasmussen was there. Couldn't quite connect with the header. And it comes to Annalete, who does well. She's got great height, Rasmussen, and that's why she's such an exciting young prospect. He's yet to really capitalise on that. Hasn't scored a lot of headed goals in that position. And still only 20 years of age. She was the Mariners' first signing when they re-entered the competition. It was back in 2023. The Jets just getting some touches on the ball, playing it amongst themselves. Tash Pryor. 11 appearances for the Midfielders. Been left out of the last couple of windows. We'll be really hoping to push her case for the Asian Cup. Of course, hosted on home soil in March next year. Claudia Chico. And it back to her keeper. No signs of a real high press from the Mariners as of yet. Interesting to see Izzy Gomez at the point of that attack as it stands, at the point of that press. We know how tireless Gomez is. Both teams just getting to grips with each other in these opening exchanges. Mariners have probably started the better of the two sides, have had more possession, that half chance with Rasmussen. Again, the Jets not really willing to press high either, and it means that at the moment, both teams are happy enough to keep the ball in their own third. Here Langman tries to create some space, and that's a fantastic pass. Now Quilligan up to Rasmussen. Offside flag denies her. She was coming back from an offside position when she received the ball. That shows the experience of Sarah Langman, though. Not much doing, sees the switch of play, hits that pass perfectly. Nice first touch, brings it down into the path of Quilligan, and then had Rasmussen timed her run correctly, they may have been away. A little bit of pressure, underhit back pass perhaps. Alexis Collins, the 17-year-old, was chasing it down into the side today for Kelly Brown. But now here come the Mariners in transition. Peter Trimmis has options in the middle. Trimmis looks for the early cross. He does well. She judged the bounce really well there. It was a little bobble, but did manage to claim. The 24-year-old goalkeeper for the Jets. She's started life in this competition really well. Hopefully able to shake off that defeat in the international window. Again, not much she really did wrong with those 5 goals, and then of course saved the penalty from Steph Catley late in the game, so that'll give her some confidence. And in terms of this competition, she's looked really good and is a key reason why the Jets are still undefeated 3 games in. Fantastic work from Dundas to turn away from Trimmis. And nutmegged her with the pass central. In the end, it is cleared by the Mariners. Only as far as Chico. And was exchanging passes with Davis, and then all the way back to Lee. The late long ball was too long. Langman happy to see it out, and the game not going at the fastest pace at the moment, but that'll make the highlights reel for Emma Dundas anyway. Young Matilda's teammates. You imagine that one might make some WhatsApp groups. Martin couldn't quite get the first touch right. Heavy collision between Crisula and Josie Allen. Both are up and okay. That pass that was aimed at Martin too far. Hear the cry of defeat from the Mariners bench. Another look at that collision. Nothing much in it, just 2 players going for the ball. Martin will look to take this quickly for the Mariners. Didn't have the options though, so forced to play it back to Crisula, and then we'll start again. King's ball. not finding a teammate in Quilligan. Quilligan intercepts, tried to find Rasmussen, couldn't do so. Strong header from Martin, gets it up to Trimmis. It's the opportunity to show off some of her footwork. Quilligan again. Has been very heavily involved in these opening exchanges. Ball central, the header. Straight at Annalise. But more promising signs for the Mariners. It was Peter Trimmis. The players central that time. A good ball in. Trimmis a little bit too far away from goal, and the header not troubling Annalise on that occasion.
Follow in, Greta. Follow, Greta. Follow. Yes, keep going, Greta. Keep going.
Nice distribution again from Langman. What a turn from Lorena Baumann, the Swiss national, which maybe just opens the pitch up for the Mariners here. Rasmussen, does she keep it in? She does. And the Mariners win the first corner of this evening. Villa Coco DeCipio, player trying to get the ball in. How about that from Baumann? 51st appearance today, of course. A former Newcastle player. She came to the competition with them in 2023, 47 appearances. Now she's pulling that off against her former teammates. Here's the delivery from Quilligan. Headed away by Pryor. Well, appeals for a shove in the penalty area, not heeded by the referee. So now the Jets, an opportunity in transition. Copers-Brown getting herself involved. Pass not able to hit its target. That'll be a fascinating one to look at on replay. Referee's decision as to whether there was too much contact or not. Ball almost finding airs and eventually cleared away from the Mariners. First big decision that referee Sophie Allen has had to make today. So here's a replay. Gomez goes to ground. There was contact. There wasn't a loss of contact. You could see the movement of the arm, but you can understand the decision as well. Not too much in it. Here's Ayres looking for that ball in behind, testing one. But it lands in the penalty area, which allows Langman to pick it up ahead of Collins. Interesting to see Ayres not being used as the point of the spear. Ayres is dropping deeper, trying to play in Collins. Gomez not able to find a teammate that time, but Quilligan again involved, winning the ball back. Out wide to Baumann. And a Baumann's delivery. Coco DeCipio trying to win the ball back, couldn't do so. As the Mariners still in possession. Baumann forced all the way back.
Tess, closer! Tess! Tess, closer!
And King goes back one more.
Good. Turn.
Higher, Liz, higher. Higher. Get outside her.
Good, control it. Greta, drive forward with it a bit. Drive forward.
Forward.
Drive forward. Tess, drive forward with it first.
Give it to her. Good.
Listening in here to the Mariners bench. Fascinating to get those little tactical insights. As here's a ball in behind. Rasmussen would have been denied by the offside flag. But you can hear those instructions from the Mariners bench. Good defending from Tash Pryor in any case. Those instructions, particularly for Greta Crisula, to get in and to be that passing option. From the Mariners' perspective, they would be looking at ways to have more effective possession. It's all well and good to have the ball, but one of the buzzwords for coaches is effective possession. They want players to be in the right positions, to be able to play the right balls. The passing drills that they would have practiced over and over again at training, those movement drills that you do as a team. And it's for that situation right there. You can see Crisula dropping in between the two Jets players to receive the ball. So it means that the centre-backs have multiple options. They can play wide, as they have done there. They can play into midfield, and if they want to go for the long release ball, they've got their wingers and fullbacks as well. And great to have our effects mic picking up that little bit of coaching from Corey Babington and the Mariners bench. And that's a lovely release ball into midfield. Gomez out wide to Trimis, who just leaves the ball behind. Trimis not able to get past Chico. Mariners retaining possession though. Trimis again. Ball intercepted. Now the Jets, can they go quickly? Dundas looking to play that ball as early as possible, getting away from Collins and Siren King. Able to sweep up. And Coco DeCipio winning a foul. Not too happy about it either. Coco DeCipio, her first season in the Ninja A-League, 23 years of age, came from the Bulls FC Academy in MPL New South Wales. Has a reputation for being fiery in that competition. It has certainly looked good, early signs of course, but looked like a fantastic addition to this Mariners side.
Yes.
Forward with it, go, you're in.
Go.
Annabelle Martin brought to ground quite heavily there. The intent was that she'd be able to run onto the through ball. It was stopped in her tracks. Appeals for a card from the crowd, not doing. For not adjudging that it was stopping a promising attack, which is the official wording for a yellow card offence, or that the contact was too hard, which would be another factor. Interesting little set piece here. Annabelle Martin just setting up to the right of your screen. I wonder if the ball will go there, or will it go into the mixer? It does go into the mixer instead, rising for the header. As Tash Pryor, who's been imperious in the air so far for the Jets. Ball central again. It came off a Newcastle head. It could have gone anywhere. And thankfully for the Jets, it's gone out for a corner. It's Claudia Chico, I believe, involved. The end result, Tess Quilligan wandering over. 20-year-old. Another opportunity for a corner from the other side this time. The delivery of floater, headed away. Now an opportunity from outside the area, perhaps. She thought about shooting Crisula. Didn't do so. Mariners will retain possession. Look to build from the back. That could be dangerous. Excellent work from the back. Hannah Bauman. Not able to retain possession that time. And it'll be Jets ball after all of that. Josie Allen, the youngster, just coming in and ensuring that Bauman could go no further.
Seconds, go!
Dundas all taken away.
Forward. Go. Stay on that. No foul. No foul. Go. Come on, Razzie. Anticipate that one.
Yep, Peter, get ready.
Rasmussen looking to put on the pressure, almost comes off. He has to be careful. We haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far, but Rasmussen saw her opportunity and went for it. But now an opportunity for the Jets. Lauren Allen in behind. Lauren Allen! Well, Lauren Allen knows exactly what it means to play in an F3 derby. The Newcastle legend scores in her 101st A-League women's game. And it's the visitors against the run of play who have the lead. That's a lovely through ball from Alexis Collins, who found the run of Allen. Lauren Allen scoring in consecutive games. She timed her run to perfection, the 29-year-old. And despite the Mariners perhaps having the better of the opening exchanges, it is the Jets who take the lead, and aren't their fans happy about it? So the Mariners, who haven't scored in 3 games, who have been defeated in all of those 3 games, are now forced to come from behind in the F3 derby against the Jets. And it's Newcastle who are immediately back on the attack, looking to double their lead. And that's all it takes sometimes in a game of football. It's that ball through. And again, credit to Collins for spotting the pass and playing it perfectly. Lauren Allen, 29 years of age, 23 goals now in the competition. Just knows how to find the back of the net in that situation, and how many goals has she scored exactly like that one? So the Mariners looking for an equaliser. They've got options in the middle. Scipio can't find them. Lauren Allen, after scoring the goal, comes back and does her defensive duties. And this is what we were talking about before, effective possession. A lot of the Mariners' ball was playing around in their own half. They did have those release balls, but the Jets' defense was solid. What's going on here? The referee running over to Anna Leet. Perhaps an injury concern here for the Jets. Georgia Ritchie, 17 years of age, is their backup goalkeeper. She was at Canberra for a couple of seasons before coming to the Jets, but is yet to make her Ninja A-League debut. Well, it looks like she's getting some treatment on a hamstring, or she's all smiles, so that's a positive sign. You wonder if this is something tactical. Hopefully she is okay. And there is Ritchie warming up. 17 years of age. But it does look like Annalise will be okay to continue. And loud and clear, you can hear those Newcastle Jets fans really enjoying themselves at the moment with this scoreline. It's fantastic to hear the crowd getting involved. for the home fans here. I'll be hoping their team can make good of some of this pressure that they've had, although there might be another injury concern here for the Jets. That Copus Brown perhaps just got a bit winded with that challenge. She's slowly getting back to her feet. Not calling for the physio yet. Clutching at a shin. Perhaps just some heavy contact. Yeah, there was heavy contact indeed. You can see why she went down. It was the big swing from Lorena Baumann as she kicked through the ball.
Get up!
Ball over the top, looking for Rasmussen. And here's Rasmussen for the third time this evening, caught offside. And that's the difference. Lauren Allen, when she scored the goal, she timed her run perfectly. Rasmussen 3 times now caught offside in those sorts of situations. Although looking at that replay, that was a very tight call. Maybe she'll feel a bit aggrieved in that case, but of course, the assistant referees do have the best angle in the stadium. Melina Reyes trying to force the ball forward, but it's the Mariners who win a foul. Quilligan again. Seemingly involved in everything, taking the set pieces, getting into those midfield battles. A high boot from Copus Brown, just collecting Quilligan there.
Forward, push in leg, higher Tarrant, higher Tarrant.
Karis Davis receiving the first yellow card of this evening. Heavy challenge to stop that attack for the Mariners. Jets captain in the books. It was Baumann that she brought to ground. The Mariners have had a number of set-piece chances. Can they make good on this one? Quilligan's delivery into the mixer again. It's a Jets player who rises highest again, Wilson, and then the follow-up from Gomez flying over the crossbar. I haven't seen a lot of Izzy Gomez today, the 23-year-old. She was battling injury to start the season. Those Mariners fans giving their all to back the team in and try to urge them on to an equaliser. Could be one here. Gomez, heavy touch, and Trimmers can't get there to collect the rebound in time. Another offside flag. And Rasmussen, her head in her hands. She's getting frustrated at these now. The 4th time. Of course, it's mistiming of the run from Rasmussen, who's come back from an offside position there. But it's also great awareness from the Jets defence, who would have planned for this. It would have been a strategy from Stephen Hoyle. A high line. Lauren Allen forcing her way through one, couldn't force her way through a second. She's in a mood for it tonight, Lauren Allen. One of 6 players in the Jets squad who's from the Newcastle region. She's played for the Jets since 2019. She had a stint at college before then. When she first came into the competition, teammates have said they didn't quite know what to expect of her. But she has turned into one of the mainstays of this competition. Always a goal-scoring threat. Always good in those one-on-one situations. Mariners in possession again. Looking for that pass to break things open. Headed away by Pryor. Quilligan again involved. It's been one of the Mariners' best, Quilligan, so far. And again, the Mariners forced all the way back to Langman, who then has to go long and almost into the path of Dundas, as it was Claudia Chico was able to collect. And now the Mariners striding forward. Gomez looking for Trimis. Tash Pryor, calm as you like, comes around, although that pass wasn't so calm. Straight to Gomez. Gomez not able to capitalise, perhaps tried to put in that cross a little bit too quickly. And after a little bit of stress from a Jets perspective, able to clear. Dundas somehow managed to keep the ball. I don't think she was aiming for it to look so impressive, and she fell over and managed to keep the ball in her possession. Well, for the Mariners now, they haven't done too much high pressing in this game so far. But they are now behind, and you wonder how much pressure they're going to have to put on the Jets.
Peter, work here. Get back.
Josie Allen. Chico making the overlapping run. Instead, Allen will go back inside. Indeed, all the way back to Pryor.
Go.
Now here come the Mariners. Pryor going this way, then the other. In a little bit of trouble, manages to get out of it. The end result is a Jets throw. It was good work from Rasmussen to really apply the pressure, but Pryor, experienced, calm, gets herself out of danger. You wonder as well how much the preparation from this game was affected. They were expecting to play yesterday, which was always forecast to be hot. So I wonder how much of those plans have come into that situation. Allen airs, couldn't quite find a way through the yellow shirts, and now Gomez striding forward, can't find Rasmussen. Whenever she gets the ball, Gomez, things happen, but she's not connecting with those passes at the moment. That's something she would love to change as the game goes on. Rizula. Back to Langman. Back to King. Rasmussen, heavy touch. The Jets scoring from their only shot of the game so far, but they've looked solid. They haven't allowed the Mariners any clear-cut chances. Their high line in defence has foiled the Mariners on a number of occasions.
Higher, lift up.
And yes, while the Mariners have had more final third entries, the quality of those entries and the quality of the possession they're having isn't the highest at the moment. Those 4 offsides all against Rasmussen. That's some lovely work in midfield though. Not able to keep the ball in, so the attack not able to continue. That's nice passing work. Coco DeCipio Ball came to Gomez, and then Scipio not quite able to keep it in. Another example, though, of Gomez's passing range just being slightly off today. From a Jets perspective, they're 1 from 1 at the moment. 1 shot, 1 goal. They'd love to make it 2 from 2 before the break if they can. Applying the pressure on the Mariners here. Davis wins it in midfield. It's come off Quilligan. Out for a throw. Collins' throw found the head of Collins. And then the head of Collins found the ball and went out of play. Here come the Mariners. Rasmussen dropping deep to play the pass to Trimmis. Peter Trimmis can beat players one-on-one. Instead, she goes for the early ball across, and Gomez only inches away. Coco DeCipio not able to continue the attack for the Mariners. That time with Rasmussen dropping deep, Gomez able to burst forward from midfield. Come very, very close. I imagine she only needed a little bit of contact on that. Here's this ball again, Trimmis. Whoa, Gomez coming so, so close. And then here's a replay of the foul that stopped play in midfield. Quilligan and Dundas in a battle at present. Josie Allen looking for that ball in behind. A lovely ball in behind. Copus Brown across to Ayres, who's brought to ground. Nothing doing from the referee. In fact, it was Alexis Collins who was the player brought to ground. Let's take a look at that again. Copus Brown, clever work. Well, the first time of asking just stumbled, and then the second time of asking, well, this Barwi great protesting her innocence immediately, and you always wonder when players protest their innocence straight away, how they feel about it. And now the second yellow card of the game after Annabelle Martin absolutely collected. Another telltale sign is when players run away from the scene of the crime. And Claudia Chico, yeah, that's some heavy, heavy contact on Martin. She knew straight away, straight into the back line. Hopefully Annabelle Martin is okay, because that was contact to the head. So the doctor and the physio out straight away. You're looking to make sure Annabelle Martin's all right. She's back on her feet. Applause from the crowd. She's one of the toughest players in this competition, Annabelle Martin. That is tough, tough contact. So 2 yellow cards now for Claudia Chico and Cass Davis earlier. The 2 teams currently separated by a goal to Lauren Allen. Wonderful ball played through by Alexis Collins into her path. Allen finishing well in that one-on-one situation. So because the foul was a yellow card offence, Martin not having to leave the field, and play will continue. So Martin back in amongst it, great to see. Trimmis not able to beat her defender that time. Quilligan, Martin trying to play it around the corner. Trimmis, can she get there? She's got pace. Chico gets there first. That'll be in the back of her mind now for the rest of the game. Chico on a yellow. 21 years of age. Played at the Wellington Phoenix before arriving at the Jets. Quality young player. Trimmis. Martin. Annabelle Martin out to Gomez. Izzy Gomez, squaring ball! And just over the crossbar from Rasmussen. She was perfectly positioned that time. And as Gomez is getting herself more involved in the game, you can see the impact that's having on the Mariners. Martin right there. Give her teammate a pat on the head, Rasmussen. Very close to an equaliser. The Mariners will keep pushing. Rasmussen can't get there, and the offside flag was up again. Number 5 now for Rasmussen. You wonder if there might be a tactical change at half-time from Corey Babington. That time there's not a lot of doubt about it. Maybe even to have Gomez as the number 9, the centre forward. But she's so effective with those deep runs from midfield, so it might even be worth having Rasmussen drop just like that. Here's Trimmis. Peter Trimmis, another ball in behind, and that will be the equaliser. Annalise Rasmussen, the girl from Gosford, scores in the F3 derby. The Mariners have their first goal in 3 games, and it's level before the break. Oh, try and try and try again. That's a nice ball from Peter Trimmis, and Rasmussen tucks it home very nicely. Annalise Rasmussen scores her first goal of the season, her 10th in this competition. She is the leading appearance maker alongside Trimmis. And she will be delighted with that goal. The Jets thought they had her figured out, caught offside 5 times. They didn't have her figured out that time. The perfect run, just ghosting in at the back post. And 1-1 with minutes to play before half-time. And the Dundas just receiving a talking to. It has been a fiery midfield battle so far. Izzy Gomez at the scene of the crime that time. Not really at the scene of the crime for a lot of the midfield spice going on. Dundas, Quilligan, Crazula getting involved. Rasmussen going in a bit too exuberantly from Pryor. Puts her arm up in apology and receives a yellow card as a result. The goal scorer maybe a bit too amped up after that goal. We'll have to play the rest of the game on a yellow. An uncontrolled challenge from Rasmussen. Here's the press. Gomez. With only 30 seconds of regulation in this half to go, you'd imagine there'll be some stoppage time, given we've had a couple of injury breaks and also 2 goals. Gomez to Trimmis. Peter Trimmis in front of goal here. Trimmis cuts inside. Still Peter Trimmis. Cleared away by Pryor. Clever defensive instincts from Tash Pryor. Something we've come to expect from the 27-year-old. And again, Peter Trimmis has just come to life in these last 10 minutes or so. With the assist for the goal, she's getting in behind. Five minutes of stoppages in this first half. Again, we have had a couple of injury breaks and a couple of goals after a really quiet start to this game. Things are heating up in Gosford. Ayres looking to play it forward. Martin. Barwick Gray.
wide. Wide goal. Behind her. Stay behind her.
It's difficult to say if the Mariners would be happy with this score at half-time. They've had more of the ball, they've had set-piece opportunities. The Jets have only had one shot, scored one goal. But they have gotten themselves on the score sheet. The Jets are yet to get their hands on the F3 Derby trophy in the Ninja A-League. The Mariners do not want to relinquish it, and zooming out and having a look at the full season is a really important game for their season as well. But here comes Ayres. We know how dangerous Melina Ayres can be. Melina Ayres can't quite curl it in at that far post. In her 100th game today, you just thought for a moment it was all coming together, but Annabelle Martin knows her well. They were teammates at Melbourne Victory for a number of seasons. Able to just steer her away. Martin looking to curl it in behind for Rasmussen. Rizula being given encouragement from the sidelines for winning that header. Trimmers in a battle, forced to just take it out of play. Pressure from Dundas. Izzy Gomez winning a foul. Mariners appealing for a yellow card quite exuberantly. Because Cass Davis is on a yellow. Nice heavy contact, but not too much in it. Still living dangerously, Cass Davis. Last season it was Claudia Chico who was sent off in an F3 derby. She's on a yellow card. Cass Davis living on the edge. So around 1 minute of stoppage time remaining. It's the Mariners who look the most likely, but the Jets at any minute can spring a counter-attack, just like the one they did for the goal.
Forward runs, Peter. Well done, well done. You get another chance here.
They won't want to live too dangerously as a result, the Mariners. Can they force another opportunity in the last 40 seconds of the half? Ball played central. Ayres, Melina Ayres! Oh my goodness, off the boot. It looked good for a second. It was just skewing away. Have a look at this. She can just create something from nothing. It was a good ball from Davis. Well, against the Wanderers, she was denied 2 spectacular goals from Wanderers goalkeeper Sham Khamis, one of which was a bicycle kick. That's the kind of action that Melina Ayres can provide. But that is the halftime whistle. It is all square in the F3 derby. The Newcastle Jets took the lead through Lauren Allen, but the Central Coast Mariners equalised. Annalise Rasmussen getting on the score sheet. 2 local players who know just what this rivalry means on the score sheet at Polytech Stadium in Gosford. So at halftime, it is the Central Coast Mariners 1, Newcastle Jets 1. So let's take a look at the highlights from this game so far. It was a slow burn to start. The Mariners having more of the opportunities, but it was the Jets who got scoring underway. A beautiful through ball from Alexis Collins, finding Lauren Allen, who doesn't often miss from that sort of position. It is her specialty, getting behind in areas like that, and was able to tuck it away. Newcastle fans absolutely loved that one, but Peter Trimmer's got herself more and more involved as the game went on, as did Izzy Gomez. That first ball flashing agonisingly close, as did that one from Annalise Rasmussen, but only moments after that chance, it was Rasmussen who would equalise for the Mariners. Peter Trimmis putting in a teasing ball, and Rasmussen just ghosting behind the defence and tucking it away at the back post. And try once, try twice, and try again. Peter Trimmis also having a good opportunity, and then Melina Reyes towards the end of the half having a shot that she believed should have been a corner, just skewed wide. So here are the stats. The Mariners with more possession. That certainly does pass the eye test. The Jets with their one shot on target have their goal, but at any moment the Jets can be so dangerous in transition, and that is what the Mariners have to look out for in the second half. Half-time, it is the Central Coast Mariners 1, Newcastle Jets 1.
Get ready to cheat it, just like the Liberty supports the A-League. They're on your team too. With the whole line or buying a new home. They can provide the assistance you need to kick your free thinking goals. Liberty, loans for free thinkers. Say hello to the Ninja Slushy. Easy, convenient way. Frozen drinks at home. No ice, means no watered down drinks. No wind means smooth, perfect texture every time. Just all flush and enjoy. Buy one touch program. Get anything you want. Enjoy your favorite results. Transform almost anything with Ninja Slushy. Say hello to the Ninja Slushy. Any drink you want. Transform almost anything. Enjoy perfect results every time. You can make it with the Ninja Slushy. Liberty Home Loans is different. They're for the free thinkers, the go-getters, and the creatives. So if you're a free thinker, you'll be right at home. Liberty, loans for free thinkers. Liberty Home Loans is different. They're for the free thinkers, the go-getters, and the creatives. So if you're a free thinker, you'll be right at home. Liberty, loans for free thinkers.
Well, welcome back to Polytech Stadium, where the Central Coast Mariners and the Newcastle Jets currently looked one goal apiece at halftime. And that rain coming down in stark contrast to the heat of yesterday. The cool change did sweep through last night, and it is much cooler conditions this evening. Well, Tiana Fuller, she may not be playing today, but her talent on the pitch tells its own story. In only her first season in the league, last time out, she became an A-League champion and a key contributor for the Mariners. Now the young Matilda and Mariners forward is looking back on where it all began, from her league debut to the childhood memories of watching the A-League with her dad. And it's a big moment for the Mariners because Tiana Fuller, the 16-year-old, is making her debut. She's coming on for Annalise Rasmussen Fuller, a junior Matilda.
It was amazing to get my debut at such a young age and coming on the field. We were down 1-0 and to score on my first touch, it was something that I've never thought would happen, but amazing, and yeah, it's a great experience.
Ball delivered in, Pennick is there, as is Evans. Fuller! The 16-year-old in her Ninja A-League debut equalises for the Mariners.
I was definitely very nervous. We had 30 minutes left in the game and I got the call up to halfway. Obviously very nervous, scared, but once I got on the field, I was just getting into the rhythm of it, and then the cross come in and it just landed right in front of me, and I just knew what I had to do. It come off the boot clean, so that's always a good sign when it comes off clean, so yeah. It kind of felt a bit surreal, it didn't really sink in for a while what I just did, but now I look back on it, it's amazing, it's so good, yeah.
How many games do you know roll like this?
I went to a lot of Sydney-based games when I was younger. It was mainly watching the men though, and a few, didn't go that many women's games, but definitely got more exposed to that, getting older. From a very young age, I was excited and I was to dad at games, that's going to be me, that's going to be me. So yeah, something I've been looking forward to.
Out to Fuller, Barry's caught, and Fuller takes a strike. Fuller off the post and into the net.
Soccer was the one that I drifted to every day. If I had to choose, it would be soccer. So yes, definitely soccer was the one.
She took a chance. She gets her third of the season.
I just love the game, the competition, and meeting and playing with some amazing players and people.
Well, she pushes it into the path of the 16-year-old Fuller, who's got goals in back-to-back matches for the second time this season. What a campaign she is having.
How wonderful to hear from one of the rising stars of the league and this Mariners side. Great to see the youngsters these days raised on the A-Leagues as well. It's fantastic stuff. Well, of course, things are level in this F3 derby. 1 goal apiece. Those fans have been able to enjoy. The Newcastle Jets got scoring underway a little bit against the run of play. That wonderful through ball from 17-year-old Collins into the path of Lauren Allen. And in her 101st Ninja A-League game, she scored so many goals just like that one. It's her 23rd in total. And tucked it away past Sarah Langman. The Mariners, though, they kept pushing. And Annalise Rasmussen, after being offside on no less than 5 occasions, found her way onto the score sheet. It was a great ball from Peter Trimmis, and you can see the relief and celebration on her face as she tucked that one away. Rasmussen from Gosford, Lauren Allen from Newcastle, 2 players who know what this derby is all about. So here has been the results from this round of Ninja A-League action. Things got underway. Canberra United a shock victory over Melbourne Victory. Melbourne City defeated Wellington Phoenix today. Brisbane Roar getting over Adelaide United 3-1. A scoreless Sydney derby earlier today between the Western Sydney Wanderers and Sydney FC. And then, of course, the F3 derby, 1 goal apiece at half-time. We'll take a look now at the action from Friday night when Canberra United overcame Melbourne Victory. It was Melbourne Victory who got scoring underway. They would have felt like that was the perfect start. Kennedy White has been on fire, leading the Golden Boot race at the moment, but Canberra United getting straight back in the game. That one given as an own goal in the end. Canberra, they kept pushing. Sasha Grove that time lifting it into the back of the net to give them the lead, and then this one, the sealer, with 15 minutes or so remaining. Sophia Christopherson putting that ball in and it being directed goalward. Canberra, it was just rewards for looking good this season. Now they have their win. We're off to a quick break in Gosford. Second half action right after this.
Liberty Home Loans hit different. They're for the free thinkers, the go-getters, and the creatives. So if you're a free thinker, you'll be right at home. Liberty Loans for free thinkers. Liberty Home Loans hit different. They're for the free thinkers, the go-getters, and the creatives. So if you're a free thinker, you'll be right at home. Liberty Loans for free thinkers. Say hello to the Ninja Slushie, the easy, convenient way to make frozen drinks at home. No ice means no watered-down drinks. No blending means smooth, perfect texture. Just pour, slush, and enjoy. 5 one-touch programs for any drink you want. Transform almost anything. Enjoy perfect results every time. You can make it with the Ninja Slushie.
Well, welcome back to Polytech Stadium in Gosford, where scores are currently level in the F3 derby between the Central Coast Mariners and the Newcastle Jets. The Mariners had to come from behind in that first half. Annalise Rasmussen, local product, 9 years coming through the academy, scoring the leveller. Lauren Allen, Newcastle girls, scoring the opening goal for the Jets. Plenty on the line for both teams. The Jets still undefeated. They've been quietly going about their work this season. They weren't predicted to be Premiership, Championship contenders, but they've been very, very good. The Mariners, of course, defending champions and wanting to keep that trophy as well as the trophy they're playing for today. The F3 Derby Trophy, a piece of guardrail from the motorway, separates Gosford and Newcastle. That trophy is awarded to the side who are the aggregate winners across both F3 derbies in the season. So it won't be awarded today. Mariners have won it both seasons it's been in play in the women's game. I'll be hoping that they can retain that trophy as well as give themselves a leg up in retaining the other big trophy that they have, of course, the Ninja A-League Championship. So Newcastle Jets get us back underway. The second half of this massive F3 derby. The Jets, they scored from their only shot on target in the first half. They looked steady, but the last 5-10 minutes, the Mariners got on top of them, started creating those clear-cut chances that they hadn't been able to in the first 30 minutes or so. And that is why things are level. So you wonder if teams will approach things slightly differently in this half. What's been said in the sheds at the break. Mariners would have to be happy with their overall play. Peter Trimmers has looked very, very good in particular. There's a ball played in behind by Annabelle Martin, looking for Izzy Gomez. Looks to be playing much higher already. Of course, Gomez, known for her runs from midfield. She was a little bit wayward with her passing in that first half, but got more involved as the game went on, which is exactly what the Mariners need from the one-time Matilda. Jets looking to play it out from the back. Peter Trimmers dropping deep and bringing it back to her back line. Quilligan was very involved in the first half. Ball helped up by Bauman. Trying to get that into play on the left-hand side. And Bauman brought to ground, wins her side a foul. So it'll be the Mariners with the first opportunity of the half from a set piece. Bauman had a couple of really nice moments in the first 45. She's bundled over by goal scorer Lauren Allen. The Jets have been really good in the air so far. The Mariners have had a number of set pieces, but the Jets, particularly Tash Pryor, leading their defence, has been very good at dealing with that. Let's see what Quilligan can do this time. Straight to speed up top of Josie Allen. Wasn't quite able to get there. Well marshalled by Bauman. Josie Allen, another one of those Novocastrians. Scored in the recent Young Matildas window, did Josie Allen, against Korea. Under 20s. These games played behind closed doors. Nice ball up the line, looking for Rasmussen. Coco to Scipio in the middle, but wasn't able to get there ahead of Chico. The cross in, late to be good, and was. 3 Mariners players were lurking.
Good, Peter! Go, go!
Well, high interception, Coco to Scipio. Takes it around Lauren Allen. Looking for the ball central, too close to Lee. It's a little bit rushed from Coco to Scipio. She probably didn't need to be. Mariners able to work it out from the back once more. This is where they had a lot of their possession in the first half, the large periods of the first half. The Jets did so well to contain them. We got a glimpse into some of the discussions that were happening between coach and player as well in that first half. Corey Babington trying to get Greta Crazula to drop deep and create those options to escape their back third. Rasmussen in behind, goes up.
Well done, Ray.
That was a Jets player slightly deeper than you wondered if she kept her on side, but to no avail.
Go!
Really advanced of the player.
Get on it.
This comparison, it's a long way away. There is another Australian forward who is often caught offside, plays for Chelsea. I wouldn't dare dream of comparing Annalise Rasmussen to Sam Kerr, but it's not always such a bad thing when you're trying to make those runs. It's just that extra experience of timing those runs correctly. Gomez brought to ground by Wilson, another set piece upcoming for the Mariners. And again, as Gomez gets more and more of the ball, more and more of her foot in the game, it lifts her side. Now, will this be a direct shot on goal? It very well could be. It's Izzy Gomez who's standing over it. If anyone can do it, it's her. She's got magic in those boots.
Just here in case it... Back yourself, Ben.
She's sizing it up. Isabel Gomez from the free kick. Always rising.
Hey, let's go again, come on!
Oh, Gomez saw the headlines. She was aiming for that top corner, the top left corner of the Jets goal. Couldn't quite hit it on that occasion. Bauman's throw, intercepted. Kuzula and Bauman able to combine to get it back in the middle. And the failed clearance just keeps things in play. You can see Pryor's aerial dominance, even against a player of the height of Rasmussen. And that time Bauman just going through the back of her player, Melina Reyes, conceding the foul. So the Jets, a little release of pressure. The ability for them to reset from a set piece of their own.
10 metres. 10 metres.
And from a free kick. Referee Sophie Allen just making sure that free kick's being taken from the correct area. Now a long ball over the top. Allen. Nice header, central shot from Ayres. England was worried for a moment, but she's got the experience, was able to come across and claim.
Get on it! Hey! You're working, right?
Wouldn't Melina Reyes like a goal in her 100th Inter League appearance? Just came out to her nicely on the edge of the area. Probably would have liked to get a little bit more height. As a striker, you either want to keep it along the deck or get it into those top bins. You don't want to hit it sort of eye level. It's much easier for keepers to get to. Gomez looking for Trimmers. Trimmers not able to get there. Head of Josie Allen. Came back to do her defensive duties. Dundas. For options in the middle. Nice overlapping run. Ball played central. Taryn King able to clear for the Mariners. Another opportunity from the edge of the area, blocked away. Now Davis lifting it into the penalty area. King calmly heads away. Jets just keep coming here. But eventually, play comes to an end. Cass Davis committing the foul.
Push him in, Coco. Come on, push him in.
This game evenly poised. It is the Mariners who look the most likely in front of their home fans who have been allowed tonight. Plenty of Jets fans out in force as well. Heard them loud and clear after the Jets took the lead. Now here comes Newcastle. Ayres trying to poke it in behind. Collins is quick, not that quick. Wonder when the first changes will be made for either side as well to try and break this deadlock. Trimis, heavy touch, just let her down. Chico able to come across and take it out of play. Claudia Chico on a yellow card, as is Cass Davis for the Jets. For the Mariners, Annalise Rasmussen picked one up late in the half. Pryor back to Leet. As much as the Mariners run this season, 1 win, 3 defeats. Those 3 defeats have all come away from home. They've all come against challenging opposition, both Melbourne sides and Sydney FC as well. Pressure here from Lauren Allen. Langman deals with it well. So there is a lot of cause for optimism for the Mariners, and particularly in this performance so far. They've looked good. They've looked in control for the most part.
Second ball, Pekka.
And that'll be particularly encouraging against a side in the Jets who, remember, came into this game undefeated from their 3 games that they've played so far. The foul brings a stoppage in play and an opportunity from the Mariners to reset. There's too much heavy contact on Barwick Gray. You'd think on the evidence so far, on the 58 minutes or so of play from the Mariners, maybe they just love being at home. It was a complete performance against Adelaide in round 1. 3-0 victory. Perhaps they're gearing up to do the same, although it's the Jets on the attack here. So what about the shot intercepted in midfield? That's fantastic work from Baumann. And now Gomez is off and running. That's a side opposition sides don't want to see. Rasmussen not quite able to get there, and Newcastle foot just took it away from the run of Rasmussen. 58% possession for the Mariners, so those numbers haven't really dropped since halftime. Coco to Scipio. Took the wrong option. Trimis was free on the right-hand side. Opted to go central instead of finding her. Rain continuing to fall in Gosford. Ball up to Gomez. Gomez. Touch took it away from her. Wilson able to guide it to the keeper. No real danger of that being judged a back pass. It just kind of ricocheted off Wilson. More optimistic Mariners fans, still appealing for it in the crowd though, of course. a fascinating stat. 13 crosses for the Mariners, only 1 for Newcastle. Both came into this game middle of the road in the crosses stat, but that goes to show the possession that the Mariners have had. They've been very effective, particularly on that right-hand side with Peter Trimmers launching those balls in. Barman not able to control the header, so the Jets take the free kick quickly. The squaring ball from Collins. No one was there. The Mariners can scramble it away. Well, Collins maybe should have just backed herself there. She's not scored in the Ninja A-League before. This is her 10th appearance. She, of course, got the assist for that first goal. Well, look at this here. Maybe take a touch and go for the shot yourself. She put her head down and went for the squaring ball instead. And the Jets' pressure came undone with that foul from Allen. Here come the Jets once more. Josie Allen. Can't get past Trimmers. And Martin gives it straight back to the Jets. Looking for the reverse ball in behind. Can't find Davis. And Langman will take the goal kick. Those Jets fans have been up and about. They are making quite the racket, the two of them. And that is a fine, fine mullet as well on the left. Good on you, boys. Love to hear it. The Jets intercepting. Lauren Allen will work it all the way back. Mariners quite able to hit the target. You can see the intent. There's a good touch from Ayres. Coming around is Liz Barwick-Gray, who's able to clear. So first change of the game incoming. Josie Allen making way for Haley Johnson, a Ninja A-League debut for the American. A big moment for her. 25 years of age. She came to Australia in the NPL Victoria, playing for Preston before moving to the Northern Tigers in the NPL New South Wales this year, where she scored 16 goals. That was a second change for the Jets. The Mariners also making a change, and it's another debut. You'll hear a rapturous reception because Eliza Familton, the 17-year-old, a Central Coast Sports College alumni, coming onto the pitch in the Ninja A-League for the very first time. A huge moment for her. We've seen her fan club in the stands already. They will be delighted to see her out on the pitch. The other player to come on for the Jets was Claire Adams. Dundas has been super involved for the Jets in midfield. Involved in physical duels, the 18-year-old. And for the Mariners, confirmation. Well, indeed, for the Jets, apologies. Zoe Karapetis coming on, and Claire Adams will change for Libby Copus-Brown. A little bit of a change in complexion with those changes, but it's still Peter Trimmers on the attack, as she has been all game. Trimmers towards the back post, a good first touch needed, back in towards Rasmussen, couldn't find her. Another opportunity with the cross, Martin the header, and the Mariners lead. Izzy Gomez thought she had the goal, but is denied by the offside flag. Well, devastation for the Mariners here. It was a fantastic ball in from Martin. We just can't see in that picture there if Gomez was offside. Perhaps a foul in the build-up. Now the Jets players having a conversation with the referee. Well, what's happened here? So the explanation here, so the Mariners were awarded a free kick. It's been pulled back for the Mariners free kick, was it? So it wasn't offside at all. The Mariners won a free kick. The referees called it back. Was that the call? Well, confusion reigns in Gosford. That's fascinating if that's the case. Because it didn't look offside in the replay. There didn't look to be a foul. Well, Quilligan takes the free kick. Just flashes past the outside of the post. But that is a fascinating sequence of events. So this looked all fine from Izzy Gomez. But then the next phase of play was a Mariners free kick. And that'll be a big talking point in the stadium and back home. We'll try and get confirmation for you with exactly what happened there, but anyway, play goes on in the meantime. Izzy Gomez will take the free kick. Free kick delivered towards the back post, met by a Mariners head, and a lead is there to claim. Almost intercepted by Bauman, who's playing very high. Usually a fullback. I wonder if that'll take a little bit of the wind out of the Mariners' sails. That'll give the Jets a little pump up. They thought they were behind, and now they're not. Feels from the Mariners bench that their players go higher. Corey Babington very clearly coming through the effects mic there. He wants his players to press. Fresh legs on the pitch for both sides. Here's Gomez. Into midfield, Izzy Gomez. Still going for famous runs, but she couldn't find the player that she needed to. Trimmers was probably the option. Now Melina Reyes trying to make things happen. tapes have been analysed. There was definitely a flag for that disallowed goal from Izzy Gomez. The assistant referee definitely raised the flag, but then in the next phase of play, the Mariners had a free kick. So the assumption there is that something happened between the flag and the free kick that gave the Mariners the free kick. So the flag definitely was raised from the assistant referee. So that does seem to have been the reason why the goal was disallowed. Anywho, the Mariners looking for another one here. Rasmussen in the clear. Rasmussen for her second! Well, that one won't be denied. Annalise Rasmussen with her brace. And the home side in the F3 derby have the lead. Another lovely ball through. And Annalise Rasmussen, one-on-one with the keeper, tucks it into the near post. Pryor couldn't get back in time. A low-key celebration, but her teammates getting around her now. Maybe a bit tired from the run, Rasmussen, but what a night out for her. She's been so heavily involved. The Mariners Academy product, the difference between the two sides as it stands. They thought they had the go-ahead goal only minutes earlier. And Rasmussen does make it two. The 20-year-old from Gosford. 2 goals in the F3 derby, 2 crucial goals after the Mariners defeated for 3 games in a row coming into this one. The Mariners hadn't scored a goal in that time, but they're back home now. And they are thriving against their biggest rivals. The Jets' undefeated record in jeopardy here. As the Mariners still on the attack. Quilligan, nice little spin and turn. Rasmussen central. Eliza Familton on debut. Not able to get the ball in that time. So we can expect to see the Jets now looking to press that little bit higher. They've got some fresh legs up top with Hayley Johnson on her debut. Rasmussen not able to intercept from Lee. Here's Johnson trying to get involved. Thought about taking the throw quickly. Don't write off the Jets whatsoever. Still plenty of time in this game. And they have had their opportunities. They have looked very dangerous indeed. Davis into midfield. Dundas trying to turn away, wins a foul. Ball towards the back post. And the foul conceded. Play will be stopped for some cramp. It was Barwick Gray bundled over by Melina Reyes.
That's
16 fouls conceded by the Jets in this game. There's been a lot of physicality, as you would expect from a derby. And that statistic also lopsided by just the fact that the Mariners have had more possession and looked more likely as a whole. Davis getting it across to Dundas, dropping deep is Hamilton. Dundas able to turn one way, then the other. Pryor. The 1-2 with Johnson. Johnson loses her footing, but the Jets retain possession. Pryor in an advanced position, looking to make things happen. Allen, inside, nice touch, good shot. Claire Adams. She has scored in this competition before. Newcastle local. Couldn't hit the target that time. So another substitution being readied. Vani Prakash, one of the players getting ready to come on for the Mariners. Tess Quilligan, the player replaced by Prakash. It's been a great shift from Tess Quilligan today. She's been exceptional in midfield. The other player making way on a hat-trick is Annalise Rasmussen. Tamar Levin coming on to the pitch, the former Brisbane Roar player. Well, that's a fascinating one. Rasmussen, 2 goals. Could have looked for a third, but Corey Babington doing the team thing, putting some fresh legs on to replace her. Navani Prakash, well, she looked great in the first few games when Izzy Gomez was not able to start. Here come the Jets. Johnson on debut. It's it straight at Langman. So Prakash, well, they know that she can do a job at this level for the Mariners. Johnson, there's that little touch, took it away from her stride. Now in behind is Levin. Tamar Levin from the bench and onto this score sheet. Tamar Levin makes it 3. She scores her first goal in Mariners colours. And it sends the home fans into raptures. That's a lovely touch from Tamar Levin onto her non-preferred right foot. And that substitution of Annalise Rasmussen off for Levin, although it was inspired from Corey Babington. Tamar Levin. That'll give her a massive boost of confidence for the Mariners. Her 3rd goal in the competition. How about that for a first touch? Get away from 11-time Matilda Tash Pryor. And into the back of the net. So a little bit of breathing room now for the Mariners. They scored 3 last time they played at this stadium. They've scored 3 now. Can the Jets get this back? Again, they've got the players to do so. And perhaps we're victims of just overextending there. Here they come. Adams. Claire Adams, the shot! Langman fell over. And this isn't good for Sarah Langman. She's clutching at her knee straight away. Oh, this is very, very bad news for the Mariners. She looks in a lot of discomfort here, Sarah Langman. Oh, well, the shot went wide, but that is of less concern for all involved than what it looks like for Langman here. And we've got plenty of A-League women's experience on the bench in Annalie Grove. And it looks like she may need to come on, the 24-year-old. It would be her Mariners debut. She's lost her place in the Adelaide United side to Claudia Jenkins last season, who had one of the all-time great Adelaide United goalkeeping seasons. Another look at this goal from Tamar Levin. Fantastic for her, coming to a new club, a new place, and tucking it away after spending the season in Victoria. So she's been a bit of a jet setter this season. 11 from Brisbane to Melbourne to the Central Coast. And of course, there's a great deal of concern among that group. Well, the Jets will have the opportunity to just reset a little bit here. They know what they have to do. 2 goals to reduce this deficit, to try and get back onto level terms. But it has been the Mariners who have looked very good value for their lead. And it's great to see Langman back up on her feet. That's really, really good news. Getting some strapping on that knee. So, well, the way she went down and the way she twisted it, it really looked as if we would be seeing a Mariners debut for Annalee Grove. But she's getting the strapping. She's up on her feet. There seems to be some optimism here that she might be okay. So that's really, really good news. As the rain falls in Gosford, players will look to keep themselves warm. Some smiles in that Mariners huddle, so that's very, very good to see. Here are the goals that have happened so far. Lauren Allen opening the scoring for the Jets. It was a beautiful ball through from Alexis Collins. And Allen, one of the best in the business in those one-on-one situations. And the Mariners equalised in the first half. Peter Trimmers. Lovely ball across the face of goal. And Annalise Rasmussen putting it away at the back post. I have to cut off the recap of the goals there because we're back live. Sarah Langman is back on her feet. That is fantastic news. In the meantime, a couple of substitutions for Newcastle. Olivia Page, the Kiwi, on for Lauren Allen. We also saw India Breyer making her way onto the pitch as well. So attacking substitutions for the Jets. As Tamar Levin applying the pressure, and it's being picked up, and it's being tucked away. Eliza Hamilton on her debut in front of friends and family in Gosford makes it 4. What a moment for the 17-year-old. What a moment for the Mariners. Oh, just like that, it's all falling apart a bit here for the Jets. Great work again from Levin. Hamilton just picks it up, tucks it away. The delight on her face. That is wonderful to see. What a moment for her. That is a moment she will never, ever forget. Annalee, well, after conceding 5 at this stadium for New Zealand during the international break, has conceded 4 now. And I think we can put to bed whether Gosford is one of her favourite places or not at this point. She's got to recompose herself here, still smiling after scoring that goal. Why wouldn't she be? Barring a minor miracle, Mariners almost certainly can't be caught now. It also helps with their aggregate score, of course. Their 3 Derby trophy decided on the aggregate score of both games between the two sides. So the greater the margin, the less chance that they'll give that one up. Johnson on debut, looking to play it central. And, well, a hopeful strike from Davis goes wide, but Langman back on the ground again. She may not be able to continue here. Sarah Langman, after getting back on her feet. It was great news to see her back because certainly feared the worst when she went down, twisting a knee, clutching at it. She went back, she played on, but this might be the end of her night after all. So a Mariners debut for Annalee Grove in the offing. 53 games of Ninja A-League experience behind her.
We're doing both, though. We're doing both.
Yeah. And then 15 on for number 9. You got to go.
Mariners substitution.
So there's confirmation. Annalee Grove, 24 years of age, moved to Gosford this season from Adelaide. Her first appearance for a team that is in Adelaide in this competition, her 54th Ninja A-League appearance. The second substitution being readied as well. It would have been the final substitution window, which is why that's been caught a little bit by surprise. It's Kai Buchanan coming on to give Annabelle Martin a well-earned break. All smiles from Annabelle Martin, as you would expect. You can hear the advice loud and clear. Finish it off, she says to her teammate Buchanan.
Keep playing. All the way, 90 minutes.
Played her winter football at Mount Druitt Town Rangers this season, Kai Buchanan.
Another one.
And has looked good in her limited time in the competition so far. Well, it's got to be all or nothing from the Jets here. They won't give up. Grazula into Prakash. Vani Prakash out wide to Trimis. Peter Trimis. Well, it was left for Prakash by Hamilton. Clever idea. Gomez thought about shooting from that distance. Bauman. Gomez.
Keep bouncing, keep bouncing. Relax on it, relax on it.
Instructions to keep bouncing, keep the ball moving. It's been really insightful to have Corey Babington as a co-commentator today. Through the effects mic at the stadium, of course.
Forward run, forward run.
Bauman.
Wait, wait.
Prakash.
Move it. Here we go.
Happy just retaining possession. They've looked really good through midfield today, the Mariners, and that's been one of the areas of difference. Quilligan had a fantastic match. Izzy Gomez probably had a quiet first 30 minutes, but as soon as she got involved in the game, got more touches and found her passing range, that's when the game changed. That's when the Mariners were able to get that equalising goal, and then in the second half, it looks like run away with it. But the whole time, go to Grazula as well, very impressive. They were able to outpass the Jets in midfield and very often outmuscle them as well. The Jets conceding significantly more fouls than the Mariners. And that's simply because a lot of the time they weren't able to really lay a glove on the Mariners passing. That's a real credit to those players and what they've been able to produce today. It's not just a win either, scoring 4 goals after not scoring for 3 games. It's a huge boost to their confidence. They know they can score from open play. They know they can score through various different players. Nice ball from Hamilton, out wide. Looking for the options in the middle. Prakash, inventive. Levin, it's mile 11 maybe, looking to find her second. Instead, a shot from outside the area. Hamilton was following through. Not able to get there. Oh, clever work again. Gomez She's got the option on her outside. She'll find her. Peter Trimmis cutting back inside. Still Peter Trimmis. Can't hit the target. She did really well to find space, but non-preferred left foot not doing the business there. 7 minutes of stoppage time for the Jets to pull off a miracle. That one went slightly astray, but it's another example of what the Mariners have been doing so well. Johnson crowded out, but keeps possession. Advantage played by the referee. The pass, though, was an errant one, and Trimmis able to come back and collect. Nice turn. Molina Reyes with the strike. Well, for Molina Reyes, it is looking very much like her milestone 100th Inter-A League game. It's not going to be a successful one. She is always in the game. She's such a competitor. The way that she moves in the front line, she's like a predator, like a lion. Johnson's trying to chase that one down, but Emily Grove, safe hands. We're looking to just wind down the clock now. Or perhaps even look for another. Prakash finds Trimmis. Peter Trimmis looking to square it to Levin. Levin can't get there. Ayres has got Johnson in front of her. Not able to find her. Fantastic work to get back there from the Mariners. It's those effort points right to the final whistle. That is one of the things that coaches look for. Trimmis thinking about going to the corner perhaps, but 3-goal advantage. May as well keep attacking. Into midfield. Ball just lifted towards Gomez. Couldn't quite reach her. Gomez. Easy Gomez, long distance strike. Drifts wide. It'd be a good feeling to be a player out there if you're a Mariners player at the moment, because you have a bit of fun, look for those long range strikes, look to make it 5. Gomez. This is such an encouraging performance from her. Not only does it look like it'll be a full 90-minute performance, as much as she's protesting that call against her, which has been changed to a call for the Mariners, so there you go. Probably the first time in history that the protesting has worked.
Come on!
Dundas. Well, the foul was committed, but they're frustrated, the Jets, because they thought that it should have been advantage played and Prakash given a yellow card for stopping a promising attack. So it's been unfortunate for Prakash because her spot was kind of taken by Gomez. She's almost a backup in a way to Izzy Gomez, and you've got a player of that quality in front of you. It's very difficult to break into a starting role, but she looked very, very good in those opening few games where she did get that opportunity. And she's only 18 years of age. Birthday mid-December. As that ball launched in by the Jets. Pryor is there looking to keep it alive. Maybe a consolation here on the cards for the Jets. Yeah, Prakash, because she's so young for her age group as well, it's been difficult for her in young Matildas and junior Matildas. She's well and truly in the young Matildas at the moment, but give her time. She is a fantastic young player. Long ball. Task for the Mariners now will be to not concede another. That'll be another tick in the coach's book. Perhaps even score another if they can. Trimmers. Up against Dundas, who does well. One of Newcastle's best today, Emma Dundas.
Get in the box, Timmy.
Trimmers. Options in the middle again. Peter Trimmers, poked away by Pryor. Melina Reyes coming very, very deep. Hamilton. 1 minute remaining for the Mariners, perhaps to fashion one more chance. Bauman into Levin. Tamar Levin. Getting around the outside of Olivia Page. Pokes back to Bauman. Ball just missing its target in Prakash. Can the Jets have one last opportunity? It's Tash Pryor in space. Claire Adams now out wide. She'll play it in towards the back post. It's defended away really well by the Mariners. So full time in the F3 derby. It's back home and back to home comforts for the Central Coast Mariners. Comprehensive victors in this first F3 derby of the season. Newcastle Jets defeated for the first time in this campaign. A brace to local girl Annalise Rasmussen, followed by goals to Tamar Levin, and on debut, Eliza Hamilton, another local product from the Central Coast Mariners Academy, sees the Mariners over the line. A massive victory coming off the back of 3 consecutive defeats. They also break a spell of 3 consecutive games without scoring, and they did it in style this evening against their biggest rivals. What a moment it was for Eliza Hamilton. Full time in Gosford, it is the Central Coast Mariners 4, Newcastle Jets 1. Her players celebrating out on the pitch, and well, for the Jets, not a happy outing for them. Let's take a look at how the game unfolded. The Mariners, they were on top for the majority of the game, but it was the Jets who scored first. Lauren Allen getting one away.